not the one who's so far away. When I feel the snake bite and tear my veins, never did I wanna be here again, and I don't remember why I came.
Well, it seems like it was just yesterday that Straight Edge Racing started off at Daytona for the Daytona 500 and the duels and things that went on early in the season and all the drama that happened. But here we are. It is chase time. Straight Edge Cup Series chase. It couldn't sound sweeter. It couldn't be better. And the competition couldn't be any hotter. We all know that Straight Edges went through a bunch of controversy and hard times throughout the season, but I'm proud of who we have, who have went out and found, and who's stuck with us throughout the whole entire season. And I guarantee you that we are going to have a heck of a championship battle. I'm making this podcast here to introduce for our YouTube universe, our website page, and everybody who might stumble upon this video to know that we are making an impact in the NASCAR The Game 2011 world and soon to be NASCAR Inside Line. Yes, only Inside Line. You can only drive the inside line. If you drive the outside line, you're going to be put into the wall. By who? I don't know, but someone will find. Probably Killa, because he does that a lot. He likes wrecking people. But that's for another day. I'm just going to kind of go over our 8 drivers that have we've got into the chase for the 8 drivers that will be listening. Go over some things and introduce each driver. We'll start with 8th place in points. Draftmaster, probably the cockiest SOB we got in our whole entire league. He's the one that kind of ticked me off a little bit over time. You know, we got into a few feuds, vocal feuds, no on the track feuds, thank God. But just nothing was serious, just messing around with each other. But it's been a real pleasure. Draftmaster in the regular season had 0 wins. To no one's surprise, considering he drives so aggressive, he just likes putting himself in the wall. But hey, it happens. He's 8th place in points, coming in with 250 points, but only 3 points back out of the chase for these Straight Edge Cup Series points lead. Then we have, in 7th, we all call him Wiener, but his name is Young Winner. Gotta love it. It's not Young Wiener, not Young Winner, but we all call him Young Wiener. He has 250 points. He had 0 wins in the regular season, but he's looking to step it up in this chase, and he is still only 3 points back along with Draftmaster. Then we have 6th place, Stewart. Stewart, he's came in, and he also brought Mr. Wiener in. We've liked him. He's been good. He's been solid. He had a heck of a run at Chicagoland. Just fell a little short when Jimmy beat him. But he's been a pleasure to race with. He's only been racing for 3 or 4 races, I believe, but it's been a lot of fun. And then we have Young King, and yes, he is the proper person with the Young in front of his name. Young King has 1 win in the regular season, and that was his first start. Kind of wowed us all. Like, wow, where the heck did this guy come from? Where do we find him? He's pretty good. He missed the Chicagoland race because he wasn't able to get online in time, but so he lost a little momentum there. Couldn't make it 2 for 2, but I'm sure he's going to step it up as we go right back to Chicagoland in the first race of the chase. It's going to be entertaining as he has 1 win. Then we have NASCAR. NASCAR had 1 regular season win, and that was really, really, really solid over at Kansas when we had right in the middle of a feud when we had Intimidick and J. Ray and all them causing problems, and actually Killa didn't race that race either because he was being a little pansy and wanted to race a Dare Blaster. But that's for another day. That was in the hard time of the Straight Edge Cup Series, but we are back on top. So NASCAR has 251 points. He's only 2 points out of the lead. Same thing with Cubs. Cubs won at Martinsville at the beginning of the season in the 39 car. Free bloomin' onions there for everybody. He didn't get too many free bloomin' onions because due to the only 8-car league that we have, Outback Steakhouse said if you finish in the top 2. He didn't do very much of that this season, but he still had one win, and that gave him 1 bonus point to be the highest of the wild cards because he had the most top 5s out of NASCAR King and himself. So he is 3rd place at 251 and 2 points back. Then we have Jimmy. Jimmy is in second. He swept Chicagoland this year, which we're going to Chicago, so he did a complete sweep. But Jimmy has 2 wins, only 1 point back from Killa, who had 3 wins, 2 in a row, then 1 separate win earlier in the year. So overall, it's been a really, really, really solid regular season. I'm really impressed. I'm happy that we found all these drivers. I'm glad to be doing this podcast very proudly. The regular season couldn't have ended any better with just a 1 point lead for Killa. We are going to, like as everybody knows, transfer over to Inside Line. Our first race will be the Daytona 500 on Inside Line for Season 2. It's going to be Saturday. That is 11/10/12 at 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be ran on Wednesday nights and Saturday nights every single week. We might cut back. We don't know. Just depends on if anybody's hours changes or anything. But that is what we are planning on doing for Season 2. Other than that, guys, we have, we have Chicago, Kentucky, Talladega, then Kansas. Then we'll see where the chase takes us from there. Let's have an awesome chase. Let's keep it up. Thanks for racing. This is Jimmy 3 Times signing out.